call this meeting of the Architectural Review Board and City Planning Commission meeting of Thursday, October 23rd to order, and the first order of business would be the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item of business is roll call.
Whatke?
Here.
Hunter?
Here.
Stocko?
Here.
Boardman?
Here.
Geistlin? Meinel? Schroeder?
We have 4 members, so we do have a quorum. First item of business is the approval of the minutes of the October 9th meeting. So moved. Do we have a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. First item of business. Notice hereby given that a public hearing will be held before the Planning Commission of the City of Elkhorn on October 23rd, 2025 at 6 p.m. or soon thereafter, as the matter may be heard in the council chambers, City Administration Offices, 311 Seymour Court, for the purpose of hearing all interested parties, their attorneys, or agents with respect to the application submitted by Peggy Thiele, Terra Barn Collective, for a conditional use permit to allow for donor vendor retail sales of goods and consignment located at 202 East Grant Street. The property is more precisely identified by the following tax parcel ID YA 3808000002. Okay, first of all, Ms. Seeley, do you have anything you want to say to before we start the public hearing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Does anybody here wish to be heard on the matter of the conditional use permit? You have a maximum of 3 minutes to speak.
I'd like to say something. I live like a half a block away
Okay,
from
could you
it.
come up here, sir, state your name
Address.
and,
My name's Rick Desire. I live a half a block from him, and I'm not sure what exactly the changes you want to make as far as, before it was just a flower garden type deal, then it went to landscaping, and now you're kind of wanting to change it. I'm not sure what you mean by the outdoor vendor type thing, and what's involved with that?
It's the same as what we've always been doing, we're just not doing the landscaping.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
It's exactly what we've been doing before, we're just not doing the landscaping, but it's in my name now,
okay,
and not Terra Yard Creations, it's Terra Barn Collective.
okay.
So we have to go through the.
You're kidding me. It's
Yeah.
basically the same thing, and we still got,
Exactly
it's
the
still,
same thing,
ah,
except for no landscaping, exactly the same.
okay. Well, I have no problem with that then.
I didn't know if we were gonna have like a ton of people and cars all over the place.
No, exactly what we do, the 3 events that we do a year, yeah.
Okay,
And it's gonna be the same.
well, good luck.
Great. We like you standing up and talking.
so basically it's just the change of
Of
name,
name,
basically, because it's
And no yard.
just yours now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and no landscape. It's my business now. And we changed it from no landscaping. That's the only change.
Okay, second call, anybody else wishing to be heard on the matter? And the third and final call, anybody wishing to be heard? If not, the hearing is closed. Okay. You have anything to add?
Yes, sure, thank you. So I'd be happy to help clarify as well. But basically, Peggy is requesting a conditional use permit because there has been a name change. In your packet, you will see that Terra Yard has previously been granted 2 different conditional use permits, one from, I believe, 2015 and one from 2017. So as they've gone through different years and changed different things about their business, they've come in for amendments. At this point, though, most everything is remaining the same. They're going to be having the outdoor vendor retail sales and goods and consignment. And Peggy is correct that they're taking away the landscaping, so there won't be a landscaping business on that site anymore. They were hosting events previously as part of their old conditional use permit. At this point, they are asking to be able to hold a farmer's market 1 Sunday per month, host up to 3 seasonal events and markets, and approval to host 5 outdoor after-hour events once per month, May through September, between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. I don't know if that's something you were doing previously.
That one was not.
Okay, so that would be a new item. Number 3 on my staff report, it would be a new item that they'd be asking for, which is an approval to host 1 after-hour event 1 time per month, May through September, between 5 and 8 p.m. So with that being said, staff is recommending approval of the conditional use permit for the continued outdoor sales operations and markets, but with some conditions. Some of these conditions are conditions that were placed on their prior conditional use permits, so I'm carrying those over, and some are new. So I'm just going to read those out loud to make sure that they're agreeable to you. So number 1 would be the project shall be developed in accordance with the plan of operations that you filled out with this application. Any deviation from the approved plans shall require zoning administrator or plan commission review and approval. Vendors and customers shall park on site, not along the right-of-way of Grant Street or Highway 67. Vendors shall not be allowed to park and unload from Grant Street. All vehicles must remain on improved surfaces during regular business operations. Grass parking shall only be allowed for special events, and all vehicles must be removed from the grass 1 hour after the event is finished. Vehicles shall never be parked in the right-of-way or in a manner that would prevent emergency services from accessing the site. Vendors shall never be set up in the right-of-way. All scheduled special event dates shall be reported to the city clerk and zoning administrator on an annual basis. General hours of operation shall be listed as what you are requesting: Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Farmers markets shall be allowed 1 Sunday per month from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., May through October, as approved by the city of Elkhorn. 3 seasonal events shall be allowed on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., with the Christmas market also opening on Friday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., as approved by the city of Elkhorn. 5 seasonal outdoor after-hours events shall be allowed May through September, 1 time per month, between 5 and 8 p.m. After-hour events shall not involve any live music or alcohol. Applicant shall provide reimbursement to the city all costs incurred for the city to review this conditional use. Applicants are responsible for all applicable permits, including any building or zoning permits, and potential food truck or vendor permits or direct seller permits with the city clerk's office. The outdoor accessory use area shall be used for direct sales, not storage. The outdoor sales shall be an accessory use and not a primary use of the property, so you still need to keep your business operations indoors. The zoning administrator may at any time place additional conditions on outdoor sales as needed to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of the community. An outdoor sales and storage area shall not disrupt safe traffic flow. Are you agreeable to those?
Yeah.
Okay.
gentlemen, what is, to open discussion or motion, whichever you,
I'd like to make a motion to approve with staff recommendations.
second. Any further discussion? Do you have to do a roll call or no?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Second item on the agenda. Pardon? Right. Yeah. This has one more step. It goes to city council for their approval, okay? And when's the next council meeting, November?
November 3rd.
Yeah,
Third.
November 3rd.
Same location, same time?
Mhm.
Do we have to-
5:30.
You don't have to attend.
Oh,
No, you don't need to be there.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Second item. Greg Gray, plant manager, applicant for Palmer Hamilton Company, 143 South Jackson Street. Tax key YEK 00038. Temporary gravel employee parking with an expiration possible extension. Discussion and recommendation.
Yes,
To bring us up to speed, they tore down a house next door, gravelled the parking lot, but
well,
funds aren't available at this time to do the surface, right?
so a few years ago, I mean, it goes a little deeper than that. The city came in and decided that we were gonna lose our parking in front of our building by putting in sidewalks on, Jackson Street, sorry. So we lost a lot of parking at that point in time, and we were able to deal with it at that point, but we have grown, so we decided to try to build a parking lot, so we decided to buy the house next door, which is a blighted drug house, if you actually went in there and looked at it. So we bought it, tore it down, made a plan to put a parking lot in, and we got the quote. Unfortunately, we couldn't swing it in time for the zoning permit. So we had put down some temporary gravel. It's not a whole parking lot, it's basically an extension. It's probably 20 feet wide and 75 feet long. We're just asking that we could keep that until later this year. Hopefully, it'll be in the budget for next year. So we got a letter from the zoning commission that we needed to rip the gravel up and put grass back in that place. So we're asking for a little more time to be able to build the full parking lot.
And what is your estimate of time of getting it done then?
Well, hopefully we should be able to get it done this summer. I mean, business is picking up, and I mean, it ended up being $1 million bill. We certainly didn't plan on a parking lot costing us $1 million, but we also had the purchase price of the house. The alternative is our people go back to parking out in the street, and that causes all kinds of safety issues. Wintertime, it's a nightmare trying to figure out where to put everybody to park. We're just asking for a little more time.
Allison, what is your thoughts?
Yes, thank you. So as a part of their site plan approval that came before the Plan Commission back in November of 2024, so back in November, you all reviewed their site plan and architectural review for the paved parking lot. Staff recommended approval of the paved parking area, and then Palmer Hamilton asked if they could just place this gravel down as a temporary parking area while they were waiting for the asphalt to be put in, because they didn't think that they were going to be able to pave yet that year. It was November, temperatures were dropping, so they asked to complete the paving project in the spring. So the Plan Commission placed 2 deadlines upon the property. One of the deadlines was that paving the entire lot needed to be completed by June 1st. And that did not happen. And you were allowing the temporary parking area only until they were able to pave. So their deadline came up for allowing the temporary parking. So I had sent out a violation notice asking them to remove the temporary parking because Palmer Hamilton indicated to me that they would not be moving forward with the paving project, that it was not in their budget. At that time, the individual I was speaking with from Palmer Hamilton did not indicate to me that they had any interest in proceeding with the paving. Your plant manager?
I am the plant manager.
Okay,
That
plant
was
manager
probably-
has indicated that, they very much would like to proceed forward with the paving, but it's up in the air. There's no definitive set deadline or schedule for the paving to occur. They're hoping it's in the budget, but at this point, nothing is concrete. And so with the plan commission setting an expectation upon this project that the gravel parking would have already been removed several months ago. They're several months past their deadline, they're still using it. The only thing is that they are correct, parking in that area is really tough. The city takes in, when Palmer Hamilton has its employees park on the street, the city takes in numerous complaints about it. So I would like to see the gravel parking area go away, I really would. I would like to see them pave it, so I'm hoping that occurs because we'd like to get them off the street. But I don't really want the gravel parking to stay very much longer, especially if they don't have a definitive plan for when they'll be paving.
So basically, their permit expired June 1st of 2025.
Yeah, their permit is expired. They will have to come back to, the plan commission, it's at your discretion if you'd like to allow them to extend the use of the temporary parking. But either way, whenever they do come back to pave, they will need to come back to plan commission for a new site plan and architectural review because it's expired.
Could an extension be granted or no?
Yes, an extension could be granted.
With a time limit?
Yes.
Well, I think it's great having the cars off the street. It's a lot better than
Well,
what it was before the parking lot.
we have grown, we've been here for 30 years.
Yeah.
And we've been a good custodian of our land and our business. We get very little issues. Unfortunately, like I said, we lost 10 or 12 parking spots when they changed that. And we did what we could and what we thought was right to tear down this blighted house and build a parking lot. Unfortunately, like I said, it came in at over $1 million. So I think, we're probably gonna scale that back and business is picking up and we should hopefully be able to do it this summer. That's the plan. I can't tell you how congested it is. I'm just afraid somebody's gonna get hurt when we line that whole street with cars on both sides. And I gotta believe that the neighbors probably don't care for it either. We employed 250 employees in Elkhorn. We've grown from 107 to 250 in the last 4 years.
What's your pleasure, gentlemen? You could, I would suggest if you're gonna extend it, you put a deadline on it with no more extensions.
I would appreciate it if we could do it towards the end of summer. That's kind of our busy season, is when we pick up in the summertime. Cash flow's a lot better at that point in time than obviously it is in the early spring and summer. We sell school cafeteria furniture, so we're very cyclical. We're pretty slow in January, February, March, and then we start picking up in April. And
Well, to me, we're between a rock and a hard place, so we might as well grant them an extension. I'm not sure how far it should go, though.
July 1st?
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'd say July 1st. June 1st is
too early, July. You don't want them doing it all summer and having it that way. We'd be granting them, you know, the ability to have.
Is that feasible, Allison?
Yes, that's feasible. They would be, you know, allowed to keep the gravel parking until July 1st. At that time, we would reevaluate. No further extensions would be given, so then they would absolutely, you know, if in the event the paving was not completed, they would need to remove the gravel and restore it to grass.
Okay, gentlemen.
Are we talking impervious surface, or it has to be asphalt?
They were approved to have asphalt. It needs to be a hard surface.
They have to come back anyways to
Yes.
do it, so it does not have to
Yeah.
be asphalt.
No, I mean, if they wanted to switch it to concrete or another like material, they certainly could because they have to come back anyway. But they, at this point, have probably spent a lot of money on the engineering plans. And my assumption is that they'll probably take the engineering plans that were approved in 2024 and come back with them and ask for the same approval again.
I mean, it was a pretty extensive project. We're talking about removing a whole train trestle that was there, and I mean, that's what blew the budget all to heck. I mean, that's, you know, I don't know whether we'll stay with that same plan or try to scale it back a little bit. But it needs to happen on our end. I mean, we keep continuing to hire employees. We're getting bigger. It needs to happen, but unfortunately, it's just not the cards right at the moment.
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to grant them an extension till July 1st, 2026,
With no extensions.
with no exceptions.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
All right, thank you. Can I ask a question? When did gravel go away? When did the city of Elkhorn decide that there's gonna be no more gravel?
Well,
I mean, I just look around and all the other businesses around us that have gravel, and Cunis's great big thing in front of his camper deal. I mean, was there a date that this happened that?
I am unsure on the date that it happened. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
All right, I just didn't see, we didn't see it as a problem because, I mean, everywhere you go, there's gravel parking lots. But I appreciate your extension and we'll get on it and try to get it done before July 1st. If not, we'll put it back. Thank you.
anything else for general discussion, Allison?
No,
And, next meeting coming up is November 6th, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Gentlemen,
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.